My name is Daniel Orth, and I'm a senior project manager at the National Conflict Resolution Center. I'd like to share with you something important today about our mediation process. Have you ever been trying to resolve an issue between two people in your life, maybe two members of your family, two of your colleagues, or even two of your friends? And the issue has become so divisive, so controversial that these two individuals can barely even speak to one another. And as you're thinking about how you're going to get them to sit around a table together to begin having a conversation, you wonder, what am I even going to say or do to get them to start that conversation? How do I get them to come to the table and speak with one another in a polite and respectful way? Well, I'd like to share with you something that we use as part of our mediation process called the icebreaker. The icebreaker is one part of our mediation process, and it helps the parties in conflict begin to speak to each other, to begin a conversation in a non-adversarial way, to identify some commonalities that they have with each other, and to start that conversation. Consider an example of two people who live in an apartment building and they've been having issues with each other. Imagine one of them is a night owl, stays up late playing loud music, while the other person has to sleep because they get up early for work. They've been in this conflict for a long time, with one of them pounding on the floor, the other one pounding on the ceiling. They're angry with one another. They feel like they don't respect each other. What are you going to say to start that conversation between the two of them when they come before you and ask for your help in working through this conflict? Try using the icebreaker. It sounds like a simple idea, but we found that it's actually very powerful. Identify something that these two individuals have in common, two things that might bring them together and create some shared understanding, some respect for one another. Imagine that the apartment building, or pose the question to them, why did you choose to live in this apartment building? What do you like about this neighborhood? One of the people might say, well, I actually really like the park across the street. It's nice to go out there, walk my dog, get some fresh air. And the other person might say, yeah, that park is why I chose to live here too. It's really nice to be able to be outside, a chance to be out in nature. And now all of a sudden they've got something in common. There's something that connects them. And they've begun a conversation with each other. Again, this icebreaker might sound like really simple communication stuff, but what we've found at NCRC throughout the thousands of mediations that we've conducted is it's a powerful way to begin that conversation and connect these two people together. The icebreaker is just one part of our theory and practice of mediation training. And we'll be hosting the next iteration of this training August 9th through the 13th. You can find more information at ncrconline.com and even register for the training. If you have any questions about mediation or how mediation could impact your life, your profession, I'm very happy to answer them, and please feel free to reach out to me. Again, ncrconline.com to get more information about our theory and practice of mediation training so you can practice and learn more about the icebreaker.